Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kerry Clancy, and thank you so much to all the subscribers. And thank you for reaching out. And again, I'm going to repeat this. I love hearing from you and where you're from, and I'm receiving lots of private messages, which is really beautiful. But your questions can help someone else if you put them on my feed in the comments. And let me know where you're from. So just yesterday I was invited to Egypt to do a retreat there. And I thought, wow, and China's in the pipeline. So there's many places, and hopefully I'll get to my home country and start doing some work there, which would be amazing in Australia. Anyhow, what I'd like to talk about with you today is about life. When those curveballs come in, and it's not just that, it's the people around us at the time that I think believe that they're helping us, but they're coming from, and they can be family and friends and loved ones, and it's their harsh underlying words where they're not thinking about may have an impact on you when you're vulnerable and wanting some support or needing some support. So there's a lot of people out there really good at jumping in and wanting to fix, and sometimes that's not real helpful. So here's what I'm putting out there to everyone, whoever listens to this. You're obviously meant to if you hear this. When you're either in need of something to help you along with, maybe something's coming in your life that you weren't expected. It could be a relationship breakup, it could be conflict with someone, or trying to negotiate something in your life. There's many things where this could go. It might be dealing with some old childhood trauma. The people around you, God love them. You really need to choose carefully which people you discuss certain things with, because what I found in my own personal journey recently, that my anxiety was getting elevated. I thought that going to particular people and friends and family would be helpful, but it actually elevated my anxiety and put me into a deep and darker place. So I'm hoping that what I'm about to share with you will help you if ever you've suffered with anxiety or depression or even spiritually disconnection, and that can put you in a not good place. So what I'm talking about is, when we have this light in our heart and life is going along smoothly and we have beautiful people in our life and, everything's just in flow. And then all of a sudden, that beautiful light within our heart becomes a beautiful dark light that teaches us a lesson. And that is because as we're moving along in flow, we get these creative ideas and how wonderful the world is and what we can do to make the world a better place and the people in it. But to do that, we need helpers, physical and human helpers. And some of those human and physical people have a dark heart. They're not in alignment with your light heart and your goodness that you want to put out for humanity. And what they do is throw you out and they put you backwards into that place that's not real good. And then we've got to crawl our way out again and find our way and our alignment. So it's about finding the people that help you get back up there, because it's going to happen in this transition or ascension that we're going through to bring more love and more peace and more harmony to the world. So if that resonates with you, you're a light worker. There is no status here in spirituality, and I know more than you and I'm bigger than you, and it's because I know more about yoga. Yoga is not spirituality. Spirituality is a way of being for a human being. Everyone on the planet is a human being. So, as human beings. So think about that. Spirituality is about the personal self and how you feel and deal with life. Whether you can do a backbend in yoga, or whether you can climb the tallest mountain in the world, or whether you can just get up every day and walk in the rice fields or out in Mother Nature. Doesn't matter. There is no status. We're all the same when it comes to spirituality. Spirituality is not a religion. So we've got to think about how we play this game of life. So I'm going to give to you what worked for me over the last couple of weeks and brought me to where I am today and getting up every day. It hasn't been an easy journey, but I love it that I'm confident enough to get up, get out there and come back and make this video for you on YouTube. So I found my go-to person. There's only one person, and it took me, I often say to people, it took me 7 years to find her. And because what I've noticed about her is she's compassionate, she's loving, she's kind, she validates, and it's very important, she validates my feelings, and she doesn't come in with her own story and become a story hacker when I'm going through my stuff. She feels and listens, and that is what a real guru does. You are the guru, but when the guru needs a guru, who do we go to? We want someone kind and compassionate, there for us to listen and feel and tell us that we're going to be okay. Not analyse us and tell us about their story because they weren't validated 6 years ago when they were going through a similar thing. That's why they're doing it. They're in their own suffering. So then they put that on you. Your energy drops even further, and before long your anxiety's up, your energy levels are down, and you're thinking, I'm still none the wiser. So find the people or person. Find the podcast. There's so many people out there sharing now, especially neuroscientists, scientists, yogis, people that are in the fitness industry. Find what works for you and go with that. It's not about what works for because there's a good marketing strategy behind that person. Listen to people that are authentic, and there's many of them. I see them every day and I just love what they're doing, and they've got the strength to go up against the dark hearts of others who try and dump on them for sharing their kindness and their experience about how to help others. So when I've said this before, when people ask me what religion are you, I say I'm the religion of humanity, because I don't want to follow a minority and I don't want to be in someone else's belief, trying to get me into a group of people and get them to follow something, maybe a culture or just a ritual that they believe is the right thing to do. Spirituality really is about going into your inner world and disconnecting for a time and ask questions, then come back to your outer world, because you really do get the answers. So I hope that's helpful. Maybe you will find it in a book. I'll just throw that in because there's 2 books that I just read over and over, and they're like my Bible, because they have information in there for me that helps me lift my vibrational frequency, so I'm a much more happier, joyful person, and I understand how this energy of misalignment works and how alignment works because of my near-death experience that I had many years ago. But really feel and listen to what it is that your needs are. What is it I need? Maybe it's just a hug from someone, and then you would take yourself off to maybe a meditation class or a sound healing class, and somewhere where at the end the teacher gets everybody connected, and you might get a nice hug from the teacher, and that'll make you feel better. So all these little things add up to clearing big energy blocks. So find the things that give you joy. I find journaling every day, but I journal things not about my feelings that are low. I find if my feelings are low, I find the message that's going to pick me up, and that's what I journal. And I'll share more about that later, because I'm creating a journal that actually has all these exercises in it. So let's watch out for that. But have a beautiful, beautiful day. I've hoped you please put your comments on where you're from. Would love to hear from you. My name is Kerry Clancy. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.